Hey everyone, it's Bluelizardjello, and welcome to Blues Storytime, a brand new series where I seek out single-player games that have a very strong story component, and I play through them slowly, methodically, and I bring you along for the adventure. Now, this will not be a no-commentary playthrough. Of course, you can hear my voice right now, but it is going to be what I consider a low commentary. I won't be trying to speak as much as possible just to hear my own voice. I will only be speaking when I have my own questions or ideas or theories or anything that I might think adds to the gameplay or to the story elements, but not detracting from it. So here I am with Death Stranding. I do have about 10 hours or so on the PlayStation version. This is the PC version, and it's intriguing. It's different, and I think it will definitely bring up some conversation. So welcome to Blue Storytime with Death Stranding. I will be attempting this on the very hard difficulty. You can change this at any time. However, I do want to see about playing through on very hard. I was doing it on normal before, and it really didn't seem too terribly difficult. The rope, along with the stick, are two of mankind's oldest tools. The stick to keep the bad away, the rope used to bring the good toward us. They were our first friends of our own invention. Wherever there were people, there were the rope and the stick.
Once there was an explosion, a bang which gave birth to time and space. Once there was an explosion, a bang which set a planet spinning in that space. Once there was an explosion, a bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion.
Rain, heavy clothes, dirty eyes, sweaty clothes, the routine, then of land to understand and know. Play my tricks, fragile mind, risk your head on me. Shut my eyes, I'm not here. There must be some mistake. Don't be so serious. Don't be so serious. Don't be so serious. Don't be so serious.
No. Great. Fuck.
We need to recover the cargo and then find shelter from the rain. And clearly we can see that this rain is not your normal rain. Just one single drop that landed on our character's head caused that area to turn gray. Immediately we saw birds falling out of the sky and then decaying right before our very eyes. So clearly there's some sort of time distortion with this rain. We just crashed our bike, so we need to pick up some of the cargo that we had lost. Now we can scan. Obviously I have a piece right here, but we can also scan with our Odra deck to see if there's anything else. We do have something else over there that needs to go to Central Knot City, something over there. You can also see that they are marked with a size, so these are small, so they don't weigh very much. Now if I just press triangle, I can carry it on my back, or I can just pick it up with a specific hand, which is kind of neat. Eventually we will have to play around with the balancing, but if I let go, then I will place it down and I can pick it up with the other hand, or what I really want to do though is just throw it on my back. So let's see about getting some more cargo before we can find shelter from this rain. Now some cargo is going to be required. Other cargo is simply going to be increasing our reputation with certain areas, certain hub points. So this is Lost Cargo ration pack, some food for Central Knot City. Here we are just getting likes just for picking it up. Even if we weren't to make it back, we would still get likes. And that is kind of the currency in this odd future that we find ourselves in. Let's do another scan. So smart drugs, that's what we need to pick up. That is further down below. But we do have over here what looks to be shelter.
We wait out the rain over there.
I think they're gone. What the hell? Didn't mean to grab you so hard. Tears. A chiral allergy. So, you have dooms, like me.
I've got the extinction factor, but I think you got me beat.
What's your level? You can see them, right?
No, but I can sense them.
Level 2, then.
What are you doing here?
Trying to stay dry. Same as you. Timefall's let up. My name is Fragile.
Yeah, I've heard of you.
That right? Sam Porter Bridges. The man who delivers. You want it? A crypto byte a day keeps the timefall away. Wanna come work for me? Must be tough out here on your own.
Yeah, I thought Fragile Express had plenty of people.
Plenty of traitors. Not much left of us now, save for a few honest folks. And on top of that, not much left of me either. Got soaked from neck to toe.
I can't help you with that. I make deliveries, that's all.
This is Bridges Central Dispatch. Freelance contractor Sam Porter Bridges. Receiver is standing by for drop.
Headed into town. Watch yourself. Those things never stay gone for long. The timefall fast forwards whatever it touches, but it can't wash everything away. The past just won't let go. I'll see you around. Sam Porter Bridges.
So now we get introduced to our blood and stamina gauges, but like most Kojima games, every cutscene is going to have a lot to unpack, and some of the things that we just saw we won't be talking about until we encounter them in more detail later on. But we learned that the rain is known as timefall, and it speeds up time on whatever object that it touches. We saw that when the creature, the invisible creature that we couldn't see, only saw the footprints of, every time it walked, plants would grow and then they would die. They would grow and then they would die. So it's not simply decay, it is actually advancing time very rapidly. We also learned that we, myself and Fragile, have something called dooms. We'll be talking about more later. But it allows us to sense these things that we saw up in the air and that were apparently crawling around the cave. But let's pick up some more cargo and see if we can't make it over to Central Knot City. Can see some objects and some cities off in the distance. Let's do another scan and see if we can't recover some more cargo. Smart drugs over there. You can see these little creatures, and we saw Fragile eat one. She called it a crypto biota, very clearly modeled after the tardigrade or the water bear, the moss bears, very small creatures that can survive in incredibly difficult situations, including thermal vents upwards of 120, 140 degrees Fahrenheit.
Don't be so serious. Don't be so serious. Don't be so serious.
So you can see there that in the water, my stamina gauge was going down. Actually, my endurance gauge was going down. And if that goes down all the way, you can fall and lose all of your cargo. With the scanner, you can actually get an idea for what terrain is safe, what's slippery, what's easily crossable. We'll be using the scanner quite a lot. And yes, unfortunately, at times you do actually have to maintain your own balance. Although, as something that you can do to just maintain balance all the time is hold in the left and right triggers if you're playing with a controller, and you can see Sam will just hold on to his straps, and that provides you with a really good sense of balance.
Don't be so serious. 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 Don't be so serious.
So I just ate some of those crypto biotes. I didn't have to, I just wanted to show off the animation. It's useful for restoring blood loss. You can often find them around these fungal structures. Those fungal structures, by the way, is actually something that can be caused by the player character or other players, but we're going to talk more about the asymmetrical and actually somewhat invisible multiplayer component that this game has to offer. You can see all these fungi growing over here on these rocks and just swarming with those cryptobiotes. One of the issues that I have with this game isn't actually with the game itself, but just rather with my own inability to walk past collectibles, and that's just that. There is often so many things to collect and bring back to certain compounds that I find myself going way out of the way when I could just rush the objective, but there's just something about turning it all in that's incredibly satisfying to me. We already have enough smart drugs to make the delivery, but again, it is here, and so are we. Might as well pick it up. Still way under our weight threshold. Now that's a very heavy piece. Not only do you need to watch how much you're carrying, but you do need to worry about the weight distribution itself. Hello! I'm actually still trying to figure out the controls. In fact, maybe it's something I can't do just yet, but you should be able to go and actually shift this around. You can even use an auto configuration to get the best possible balance, but once you start getting this tall, you now need to worry about shifting left or right. And even just taking a turn too sharply can make it so that Sam starts to lean and list over to that side. But again, using the double shoulder trick will often save you regardless. And now we can make our first delivery. So we can see here that they were looking for smart drugs. We needed a minimum of 1. We got all 4. That's what we were carrying when we crashed our bike. But we also brought them some ration packs, tools, media, test materials, and emergency provisions. That'll give us some more likes for Central Knot City.
What took you so long? It's not like the legend to come in late.
Had to wait out the storm. Lost my bike.
Sounds like you've been through the ringer. Luckily, our goods are in perfect condition. Well, you did keep us waiting, but everything else seems to be in perfect order, so great work. We'll be awaiting the next delivery.
I won't be sitting through most of these screens. You can advance them and skip them, but just to see or give you an idea of what it looks like, pay attention to the scene because most of the others will be flashing right through. over time, as our grade improves and as some of these categories improve, we will actually get bonus stats to how much we can carry, how quickly we can run, and you'll see.
Special commission for Sam Porter Bridges. Priority 1.
Igor, Bridges corpse disposal. Sam Porter, I presume? Right. Not the touchy-feely type. Takuma said you had some kind of phobia.
Bridges corpse disposal? What happened?
Look, gotta get a move on. I'll explain as we go. Come on. Come and take a look. He's got a date with the incinerator.
How long since he flatlined?
We don't know the exact TOD, but I'd say it's been upwards of 40 hours.
He wasn't quarantined.
Not sick. This is a suicide.
Oh, Jesus.
We're just lucky we found him at all. Got him on ice ASAP, but who knows when he'll go necro.
Where you taking him?
Closest incinerators to the north.
This route's crawling with BTs. Sure you can't use another?
I wish I could, but there's no time.
Then just burn the poor bastard right here.
You put all that chiralium in the air so close to town? Can't do it.
Better that than trying for the incinerator.
Hey, we can do this. We just need someone like you with dooms.
Well, he's already in the first stages of necrosis. If we don't hurry, this place is a crater.
So how about it? Can we count on you? Then Bridges hereby enters into a contract with Sam Porter.
Sam. Just Sam. And I can't spot BTs. Just sense them.
That's why we came prepared.
A bridge baby, huh?
With its help and you, we'll be able to stay one step ahead of them. Makes me feel like shit every time.
Well, you are plugging into the other side. Freaks me out, too.
Roll out! The world was different when I was a kid. America was a country. Anybody could go anywhere they damn well pleased. No need for couriers like yourself. We had highways, airplanes. Hell, you could even visit other countries. Hard to imagine it now. As you can see, the Death Stranding poked us full of holes. Fucked us beyond all recognition. And if you were lucky enough to survive, the timefall came and washed you away. Then those freaks from the beach showed up. worlds of the living and the dead all mixed together. And that's when folks started holing up in the cities. Couriers like yourself got put up on a pedestal. Son of a bitch. Rainbow!
How much further to the incinerator? This guy's about to pop.
Shit. We're gonna have to cut to the BTs. Engine stalled.
Those assholes got us right where they want us. Get us out of here.
Sam, can you see anything?
No, nothing.
This BB must be busted or something.
bridges falling down, my fair lady.
Sam is a repatriate, meaning that he can return to life in the place known as the seam when killed. In the seam, follow the strand to guide Sam's soul to his body to bring him back. So we're currently in the seam. Now, I can repatriate at any time just by holding in the square, but you can see where the strand is. You can see my body. We can even start scanning, and it'll send out a bit of an echolocation for me to locate it.
Once there was an explosion. A bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion. An explosion that will be our last.
Oh, you're awake. So, how does it feel to be back in the world of the living? Don't worry. I'm a doctor. Well, a coroner, originally. Call me Dead Man. I'm well acquainted with the dead. Not like you, of course. Contrary to the name, I've never actually died. I would advise against that. I'm no expert, but I can assure you it's for your own protection. See?
So I'm a prisoner.
These aren't handcuffs. They're cutting-edge devices that keep us all connected.
Us? Oh, us.
Yup. Bridges. Humanity's best hope for the future. Or avoiding extinction, if you prefer.
Right. Where am I? What time is it?
Watch me. Try pressing it against your skin, like this. Relax. That just means your body's got a good connection to the cufflink. Look, look. The cuffs will watch over you 24 hours a day. That is to say, we will. We're here to help.
What the hell? 2 days?
During that time, we took the liberty of collecting fluid samples from you. You're a repatriate. That makes you very special.
What happened to the CD guys?
Central Knot was obliterated in the Annihilation. Game over, man. Place is a crater. The only ones to get it continue were you, for obvious reasons, and your broken bridge baby.
Is it all right?
It's been marked for disposal. Didn't work anymore. Why keep it? We lost everyone. Not just corpse disposal. My team, HQ, all of Redford, every soul in Central Knot City. We're at our base, in Capital Knot City now. Or should I say, our new headquarters. Sudbury seemed the logical choice. But our implementation team has been decimated, and there's only so much they can do in 2 days. Things here are a mess. Fortunately, the director and his support team were out of town at the time, so the chain of command remains intact. I hate to do this so soon, but I have a job for you. This stencil is from when you repatriated? What's the other mark from?
A clingy woman in a cave.
I see. Aphenphosmphobia. No wonder you were out there alone, where no one could touch you. I'll try to be more careful, Sam. So, the job is an urgent delivery. I need you to bring the president some morphine.
What president? America's gone. You talking about the mayor of Central Knot?
No, not the mayor. America lives on, Sam. The president is in the final stages of cancer, in critical condition, but there's still time.
Why me?
Look, Sam. Do as I ask, and I promise it will all make sense.
Why don't you do it?
Because I'm not really here. Apologies. This is just a chirogram. And here, come the tears. Allergic reaction to the chiral transmission. I'm actually over in the isolation ward in the big triangle building. Here is the morphine. Bridges hereby enters into a contract with Sam Porter.
Come on. You got morphine there. What's this about? Tell me the truth.
The truth, Sam, is that America's last president wants to see you in person. Are you really about to say no? Very good. I'll see you in the isolation ward.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
There is already so much to talk about and so many questions.
Delivery order for Sam Porter Bridges. Request transport of morphine to isolation ward for immediate administration to the president.
Some of those questions: what is the Death Stranding? What is the beach? What is the seam? What is this doom's affliction that I apparently have? What does it truly mean to be a repatriate? What's going on in this country as well as the world? What are the BTs? All questions that I hope that we can answer together as we play through this.
Check the map on your cufflinks if you're lost, Sam. The isolation word should be pretty obvious. If you're not sure how to get there, you can set markers and draw routes too. Try it out and you'll see what I mean.
But that is going to do it for this first episode of Blue Storytime featuring Death Stranding. As far as how these episodes are going to go, I will keep them around an hour, mostly because I want to play for at least that long before I end an episode, but also I would like to get your involvement down in the comments. So even though you've been watching for quite a while, I do want to leave you with this, and that is a question of the episode. And today's question is going to be very simply this: have you played Death Stranding? And overall, what was your impression of it if you have? Now please keep it spoiler free as much as possible, because even though I have some playtime in this, I don't have very much, and I would like to experience this as we go along together. But we will pick this up in part 2. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.